All right, if you're watching it on the replay, Apple, swipe to the right and share. Android, from the bottom up, share. Go ahead and share. All right. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Share, everybody. Need for everybody here to share. Share on Meerkat. Restream on Meerkat. All right, let's go ahead and get started since we got online a little bit late. Sorry about that. So we definitely want to be respectful of your time. All right, good morning, everybody at Meerkat. And let's see. All right, good morning. Everybody at Periscope, good morning. Today is Freedom Friday. Welcome. Congratulations, you made it. You made it to another live stream here at the the Money Game. That's what we're talking about, the Money Game. Those of you who don't know who I am, my name is DarrellMuhammad, real estate investor, mentor, coach, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Background includes a lot of entrepreneurial things, brothers and sisters. I did a lot of things on this journey, but some of the main things that I did in my career. Hey, good morning. Show that book again. All right, show it in a minute. Things I've done in my career, in my entrepreneurial career, all right, is, if we can get it together here, is network marketing, networker, sales and marketing, professional, expert, if you will, been trained by some of the best, definitely done some credit repair stuff. I've done a lot of things. Stockbroker, was a stockbroker for a major Wall Street firm for about 6 years, almost 7 years, doing the debacle of Enron. So that was very, very interesting. But brothers and sisters, what we want to do on these live streams is called the Money Game, because I'm convinced, not just by observant, I'm convinced that we as black people, we don't have a clue when it comes to a lot of things, and particularly we don't have a clue when it comes to winning at the money game. That's why we have so many false concepts. We have so many false ideas, because, very few or little, if at all often, does somebody come to our community, right? Come to us, right? And deliver us a message the way that we need to get it. The way that we need to understand it. As much as we want to be like everybody and be homogenized with everybody else, we're a unique people. And it's our uniqueness that will make us successful, right? Thank you for sharing, everybody. Thank you for sharing. See, when you look in the marketplace and business and products and companies, there's something called differentiation, right? What differentiates you from everybody else? What makes you different? Your product different? What makes your car different? Right? What makes that purse different? That suit different? See, so it's the difference in uniqueness that gives something value. But we as black people, we want to be like everybody else. We want to be American first, then black. Not understanding or having the courage, right, to use our uniqueness as leverage for power. And that's what we're talking about here, brothers and sisters, on the Money Game. We're learning how to play the money game to win and not to lose by the rules that the winners play by. They play by different rules and different standards, right? And I just want to share with you and prick your consciousness and prick your take the lid off the top, so you can go out in the world and verify and confirm, right? And you can go out and learn to play the money game to win and not to lose. But not selfishly. We got enough selfish people on the earth, right? We don't have enough black people in our community to understand the money game and do it for themselves, their family, but most importantly, their community. Of all the degrees black folks got, black people in America ought to have the most education of any black people on the planet, right? But I'm sure you can go to a little town somewhere in the remote parts of Africa or Asia, right? And you'll find somebody with no education working the land, working the farm, working cattle and surviving and making things happen for them and their family and their community, right? They get the community involvement. That's what we have to go back to, brothers and sisters. In truth, if we're going to survive, and I hope you're not on this live stream if you don't care about anybody but yourself, because if you only care about yourself, you're in the wrong place. So go ahead, excuse yourself now, make the best use of your time somewhere else, all right? So with that being said, brothers and sisters, here's how you can reach me. I want to definitely encourage you to go to my website, DarrellMuhammad.net. If you like this message, if you're about empowering economically the black community, then go here. Go here. All right? Hit one of my posts and subscribe. Subscribe. Do that after the live stream. All right? And you want to hit me on social media, it's just my name. Just put my name on all the platforms. If I pop up, I'm there. If I don't, I'm not. Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, it's Darrell Muhammad fan page. All right? And you want to get on Snapchat. Meet me at Snapchat, Darrell Muhammad, because in a few more days, I'm going to do some exclusive things on Snapchat. Only for Snapchat followers. All right? Only for people that I'm friends with on Snapchat. Okay? So that's what you have to be. You have to join me there, all right? Join me there at Snapchat as well. Now, hold the book up. Here it is again. Black Titan, A.G. Gaston. A.G. Gaston, all right? So today is Freedom Friday Day, brothers and sisters. Thank you for being here. Share, share, share. Thank you for the shares for everybody that shared already. We want to talk about freedom today. Financial freedom. We want to talk about freedom. See, because the reason why I think I've been as successful by God's grace as I've been and will be in the future even more than I've ever been is because I learn myself, I understand myself, and I wrap my mind around, okay? I wrap my mind around concepts and ideas. And once I can wrap my mind around it, brothers and sisters, I got it. I used to tell people years ago, what I know, I know. What I don't know, I don't know. So brothers and sisters, make sure whatever it is that you know, that you really know it. You drill down deep into your understanding of knowing. And it's been said that, you know how well you know something when you can explain it to a child. And a child understands. All right? So those of you who have young children, those of you who have grandchildren, try to explain money to a child until they say, oh, I get it. And you know they get it when they can repeat it back to you. Okay, you got it? Okay, well, explain it to me. Well, if you got an ice cream and, so let them explain it to you, brothers and sisters. Okay? Hashtag black dollars, hashtag black wealth, hashtag black economy. Black economy. It's about freedom, brothers and sisters. This is the last thing that we as black people have to understand to get the freedom that many of us seek. And it seems like we still don't get it, from our politicians all the way down to even our black entrepreneurs. We really don't get it. That's why, brother, this book is so important, because it tells you how A.G. Gaston, all right, a millionaire, he became a millionaire in America, and how he funded Dr. King's movement. See, that's why they, as DJ Khaled said, whatever his name is, right? They don't want us to have independent wealth. Independent wealth. They don't mind giving it to you, but they don't want us to have independent wealth, because then you'll be able to do like A.G. Gaston did, right? Get this book, brothers and sisters. Go to DarrellMuhammad.net. Hit more, hit book list, hit any one of those books. It'll take you to Amazon and get this book. Get this book, right? Get this book, because that'll help us to understand what is our role as responsible, conscious entrepreneurs, all right? Conscious entrepreneurs, all right? So that's what he talked about. He talked about how he funded Dr. King's movement, right? Talked about how he funded Dr. King's movement. So, brothers, so we're talking about Freedom Friday, freedom. Freedom, right? If you only think about financial freedom for yourself and your family, then you're at risk. You're at risk. There is no hedge around you, right? When you're playing the money game, you're really playing the game of hedge. You're hedging against unexpected circumstances that require financial participation, right? You're hedging against not having enough in time of need, right? You're hedging meaning you're offsetting something with something else, right? Hedging is a word that we use in the stock market world, right? Hedging. You get gold to hedge against the devaluation of a dollar, right? You get gold. Keep this in my pocket because this is money. This is money, right? You keep gold as a hedge against inflation, as a hedge against the decline of a dollar. So I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, for those of us who are aware and knowledgeable, and not just, aware as it pertains just in a microscopic way. Only aware as it pertains to you and yours. But when it comes to other people, when it comes to our community, then our vision becomes very clear. Right? We see how we need to get the money. I need to get the money. Blacks need to support other black business. You need to support me because I'm a black business. But when it's time for you to go out and find a black business to support, a black salesperson to support, because it may not be his business, but if he's going to eat from it, then you go and look for a black salesperson. Right? So we have to understand it, and we have to make sure it's as clear 10 feet away. It's as clear looking at our community as it is clear on why me and my family need to be financially independent. It has to be as clear, brothers and sisters, if not clearer. And that's when it gets cloudy. That's when we put in all these conditional circumstances. I tried that, but, and yeah, but see they, and yeah, okay. We act as if white America has always been, quote unquote, as sophisticated, right, in their business dealings as they are today. We act as if, see, we just have no knowledge. There's no black businesses. I don't know where you've been, brother. I don't know where you've been, right? If there's no black business, because you haven't been looking for any, but they're there. They're everywhere. We're in this fight. I'm not saying we're not in the fight. I'm saying not enough of us fight. Not enough of us consumers, which we all are participating in the fight. Right? We're in the grandstands. That's why they call it grandstands, right? That's where that's where they do all the cheering and roaring and booing and yays and stuff like that. It's time to get on the field, brothers and sisters. It's time for us to understand how freedom works in a financial. I'm a black business owner. All right, sister, we'll put your information out there. All right? We want to network. We want to share. This is not about me. Please, let me just help you to understand that. All right? I could be doing much better things than this. Because this is a difficult job. When I was a stockbroker, right? I think I told this story. You probably missed it, most of you guys. But when I was a stockbroker, I sat down and said, man, how am I going to make it in this business? How am I going to make it in this business? You have other brokers coming from other firms already with a book of business, already with customers. Here I am. I just wanted to be a stockbroker. I just wanted to be in that arena. I just, it was just glamorified, Wall Street and the movies. And, I just wanted to be there. I know I wanted to be wealthy, so I wanted to go get as close as I can. But then I started doing what they say do, your friends and family, and talk to them. It's like trying to eat healthy food, these foods out, but you can only eat. Anyway. So I tried to, reach out to, but that didn't work. That did not work. That did not work, brothers and sisters. That did not work. Because I realized no matter what our education level is, when it comes to money, when it comes to understanding the money game, we don't have a clue. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, even a politician. We don't have a clue as black people, and it's apparent. So I want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. The scripture says, to much is given, much is required, and God has blessed me with much. So I'll have to share it. If not, then he has the right to take blessings from me, because he didn't give blessings to me just for me and my family. Right? He gave blessings to me to share with those who need it the most. And who needs it the most? Black people. Black people need this understanding the most. And it's just to prick your curiosity, right, is just to say, wow, man, I didn't know that. If we are patient, understanding, intelligent, we can support black. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. And we have to. See, we have to get back to where we were prior to integration. See, integration, we had to. See, we have to be very clear. A lot of times our black millionaires, not taking anything away from them, but we had to spend our money with A.G. Gaston. We had to spend our money with each other. But when integration, now we don't have to do it anymore. Now you see what happened. You see now that we're not patronizing each other out of intelligence. Right? We're not patronizing each other out of intelligence. That's why they say much is given, much is required. Now we have to have a different level of requirement in order to patronize black. We have to have a different level of understanding to patronize black. Our love and patience, as the sisters say, has to be greater than their underdevelopment of business. I mean, you're talking about a people, right, that on every turn has been discouraged to be entrepreneurs, have been discouraged to be independent entrepreneurs. To be independent entrepreneurs. That's two different things. You can always be a dependent or an independent in any category. That is a trick. That has been a trick. That is a trick. So now it's time to untrick. Once you know the trick, it's like a magician, right? Once you know the trick, guess what? It ain't a trick anymore. Once you know the trick, guess what? You're not disillusioned, right, anymore. That's what these streams are about, brothers and sisters. So you and I can stop being disillusioned and participate in these ignorant conversations about black wealth, black economy, black dollars. It's just ignorance. We're more powerful than any trick, but let me say this to you, sister. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said an organized lie is more powerful than disorganized truth. That's why we have to unite. We have to collaborate. We have to unite. We have to collaborate. The lies that have been told are more organized than these scattered truths that we have. See, if just those of us get on these streams, get together, right, and back our talk with some dollars, right, then we'll be doing, what's the name of the book? Then we'll be heading in the right direction. We'll be heading in the right direction. Black Titan. We'll be heading in the right direction. Go to DarrellMuhammad.net, hit more, book list. Just click on any one of those that take an Amazon book, put in Black Titan, and buy that book from your brother. Buy the book from your brother, okay? Buy it from me. If not, then we just go do something else, brothers and sisters. There's too much at stake. You have to get organized. Black people don't have dollars. I don't know. I missed that one. But save your questions for the end if you have questions. So we're talking about financial freedom. Financial freedom, brothers and sisters. We have to start focusing on financial freedom. Because if we don't understand freedom, then we won't understand how money plays in freedom. Right? We won't understand what money plays in freedom. We'll think it just plays a role in consumer spending, consumer consumption, right? There's something called conspicuous consumption. Conspicuous consumption. Look up that word. Conspicuous consumption. That's what we are guilty of as black people. Conspicuous consumption. Okay? That's what those of us here that share with your friends, right? That's going to watch it on the replay and share. We have to not be any more guilty of conspicuous consumption. Now you go and look it up, clear the word, right? To win at the money game, it's a fight. It's a fight to win at the money game, brothers and sisters. Even after you know the rules, you still have to fight. You have to have a fighting mentality. You have to have a mentality of, I'm going to figure this thing out. I need to understand it. You may not know the intricacies of the investment instrument that you use, right? You shouldn't be ignorant, but you may not know the intricate movements to as you're doing it yourself. But we can't be ignorant of what it does. I don't know all the parts of my car, but I'm not ignorant to the fact that I don't know it needs gas. I don't know it needs to get its oil changed, right? I don't know that the tire needs to be inflated. That's how we have to be with the money game. with the money game, right? We have to understand, to a certain basic level, and we have to have a philosophy of understanding. Okay? A philosophy of understanding. We're talking about freedom, brothers. So this is Freedom Friday. Every Friday we talk about freedom. First, then financial freedom. Because freedom is the root word to that phrase. Right? Freedom. Freedom. How can my dollars get me closer to being free? What does freedom look like to me? Is it just free of debt? Right? Free of car note? Is it the freedom to move around? To go wherever I want to go? Anytime I want to go? Is it freedom to give $100,000 to my favorite church, mosque, charity, to my historical black college, HBCU? What does freedom mean to you? And here's what I want us to understand. The bigger your freedom picture, the bigger your financial aspiration, the more pieces it needs to the puzzle, and the more difficult, the more hurdles you're going to have to jump over to put that puzzle, that picture together. That's how, see, I quantify things and concretize it into something small. Picture. If I want a lot, it's a big picture. If I don't want a lot, it's a small picture. If I want a lot, it's a big picture, and it's a lot of pieces. And I got to go find the pieces of the puzzle and put them together. I got to see which one fit, that doesn't fit. Every piece I grab is not going to fit where I'm trying to put it. It may fit somewhere else. See, so it's understanding. All right, that's good. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we have to understand, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and share it. We got about another 5 minutes, and then we're going to open up for questions. But see, we black folks got to get back to freedom. See, we have to understand what freedom looks like. Even if you have a wrong picture, and I shouldn't say a wrong picture, but whatever picture you have is better than no picture at all. Right? The house slave thought he was freer than the field slave. But they were both slaves, see? But so it's a concept of freedom. But some of us have to have a collective idea of freedom for the whole. You know, humanity is determined by how it treats the least in their society. How are we treating the least in our black community? Least not always means homeless. Least just means less, lesser than. That's what least mean. Right? Underemployed is least. Unemployed is least. Right? Not being able to pay your bills is least. Not having medical insurance for your children is least. How do we treat the least of them? We'll give to the march of dimes and watch our dimes march right out of our pockets and away from our community. Right? We'll be around here supporting everybody. I shouldn't say we're the poorest, but, you know, we're the poorest collectively. Why? Not because we don't have money, but because we don't keep the money. Right? Now, Serbia. Hey, welcome, Serbia. So if money goes out and it doesn't stay but minutes in the black community, see, the interesting thing about it, see, we hear these things, but we have to really understand what they mean. That means all of us black in America, statistics says that money stays in the black community just several minutes. You have a question, hold on for about 4 more minutes. All right? If that's the case and you black, see, we think black community, we think just, a geographical location. 3rd Ward, 4th Ward, 5th Ward. We just think geographical location. But when you look at statistics, many times, when they deal with ethnic groups, they're talking about the ethnic group. No matter where you live, you part of an ethnic group called black people in America. So you may run, you may hide. Right? You may run, but you can't hide is the statement. Organization where the black community ain't no business in it. Okay, you gonna get blocked, no more box. That's what you gonna get. Then you gonna be no more. You ain't gonna be present. All right? You're going to be right where those black businesses are that you're talking about. Non-existent. All right? So, because we're not playing here. All right? We're not playing. See, you cowards hide behind this social media. All right? But anyway, so that's what we have to understand, brothers. We have to understand that we have to focus on freedom and helping the least of us, the least of those. That's why we don't understand why, white people want to save the whales and save, the elephants and don't want to save black people. See, you need to understand it from your perspective. Everybody sees things from their personal, cultural, ethnic perspective, except for black people. I'm talking about in general. Not you and I and the twos and the fews. In general. That's why these live streams, hashtag black economy, hashtag black wealth, hashtag black dollars, is so important. See, that's what they talk about in their private meetings, coming in and getting the black dollars. What is the most disposable economy in America? It's the black economy. It's the black dollar. So why don't we go in there? Why don't we go in there and compete? Why don't we go in there and jockey for position? Why don't we go in there and take back? Donald Trump talking about take back America? And he's not wrong. But take it back from who? If somebody got your TV set and you're going to take it back, you need to know who got your TV set. Not in general, not figuratively speaking. If you want your TV set back, you got to know who got your TV. Right? So let's go take back our economy, brothers and sisters. Since we bad. Right? Since we got all this education, all this knowledge, we're doing all this talking. Let's go back. I say let's you and I, let us get together. Go to DarrellMuhammad. Go to DarrellMuhammad. Where my blockers at? Where my blockers at? Let's block these fools. Let's block these fools, man. All right? Because they don't have nothing else better to do. Pope people. Anyway, so distraction. See, you got to stay focused on your goal. Got to stay focused on freedom. Got to stay focused, brothers and sisters. People going to throw everything at you. A lot of times they're plants. And maybe we're going to talk about some of this stuff in our private conversations. So, we're going to really get deep. So, because we need to understand, see, we want to go into business, but we really, 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 really need to understand what that means to them. See, we just want to go in there and just start a business because I like it, I'm passionate about it, it's a good idea. All right, you just get big enough. And you start encroaching on the Koreans' hair business and nail business. You think they just gonna sit by and let their business just dwindle down because you're smarter than them? You should have a book with all the black businesses like books, because I don't know whether. Go to the internet, brother. I don't know what. This is 2016. It's called Search the Search Engines. That's what it's called. That's what it's called, brother. Oh, sister, whoever it is. Like my boy Gary Gunderchuk. What's his name? Gary V. Vanderchuk. Like Gary Vanderchuk says, right? Gary Vanderchuk says. He says we have to market it in the year in which we're living in. I don't know what year that brother and sister living. Vanderchuk, thank you. I don't know what year that brother and sister living in, to where they don't know to go to Google. They don't know to go to Bing. They don't know to go to Yahoo and search. Okay, it's going to be hard to win the money game not using the tools that are readily available at your fingertips. It's hard for us to find financial freedom for ourselves, our family, and our people, and we're stumbling. Right? Middle class, I'm listening, you're going to block me? No, I'm not going to do that to you unless you talk crazy. Right? You don't even have to say that. You just enjoy it. Just enjoy. Right? When you come publicly on public platforms, then you got to know that everybody can be and will be watching and listening. Right? Oh, no. There's no exclusion in this. Right? Because you got a work to do. White people got a work to do in helping us become free. But it's not, that work is not over here on this side. All right? Your work is with your people. Right? You need to help them to understand what they need to do to save themselves. Right? From God's chastisement from how black people have been treated in America. See, this thing is all twisted up. See, everybody won't come to us. You can help us without coming to us. Go to those black CEOs. Get some white folks together and you try, well, keep trying. It ain't no harder than black people trying to get together. It ain't no harder. We got the hardest job trying to get black folks who have been systematically destroyed to come together. You got an easy job. Go do your job, and then you come back and report to us and let us know how you doing with your people, getting them to understand, getting them to help, getting them to go to getting them to go to economicblueprint.org and help out. All right? We're talking about freedom. Everybody has a role to play in freedom, but you have to know what your lane is, and you have to stay in your lane, and don't cross over in my lane, because you're going to trip me up, you're going to trip us both up, and we both going to fall, and we both going to lose the race. Because you trying to get in my lane and run my race. You stay in your lane that you find yourself in, white in America. You stay in that lane with the same goal and objective. We'll stay in our lane with the same goal and objective, and guess what'll happen? We'll meet you at the finish line. We'll meet you at the finish line, and we'll celebrate as winners. That's how it should be done. That's freedom, brothers and sisters. That's freedom. That's how that's done, right? That's how that's done. That's how that's done, brothers and sisters. We're talking about financial freedom. This is counterproductive. Okay. Well, go ahead and go where you're more productive, all right? Go where you're more productive, all right? See, we don't have time to play. So any questions? Any questions? Let's go ahead and open up for 2 minutes for questions real quick, all right? The brother keeps on making, whoever that is, it keeps on making the comments, no box or whatever it is. With what money? You got some figuring out to do, brother. You got some figuring out to do, sister, whoever it is. They post black stores all on Facebook all the time. Yeah. See, the work you have to do. Right? Your work is not to come and just make the other person do all the work who may have some answers. Right? Your job is to take the seed of information. Your job is to take the seed of knowledge and you go and grow it. Right? You go and grow it. Let me block you because you got something else. All right? You have to grow it, brothers and sisters. You have to grow it. See, the money game, nobody's going to hold your hand to learn how to win at the money game. See, that's what we got to understand. Nobody's going to spoon feed you. People that just put stuff out there, and them and God and the universe going to see what you do with it. See if you're worthy of more information. See, we just get information, get information, get information, get information, get information, get information, and do little or nothing with it. And then come back and say, give me more information. And work the hell out of the person who's giving you information, but you ain't worked the hell out yourself with the information that you got and done anything to do. You ain't bringing back no product, no production to see, this is what I've done with the last thing you gave me. Now can I have more? See, we have to understand freedom. Financial freedom. Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad. The slave had to want to be free, equal, if not more than Harriet Tubman, and she was helping him. Right? She was helping him. Do you think Harriet Tubman did all the work and the slave was around? No. No. Harriet Tubman, the history says that she never lost a slave. She, a slave that she took to be freed, they all got freed. So that leads me to wonder. Because if we're resisting freedom now in 2016, I can imagine how some of them resisted it back then. So it made me wonder, what happened if some of them got cold feet as the slave catcher was getting close nearby? I wonder, what did she do with those kind? Right? Because it's better you lose one and it continues than to lose her and the slave and no more people get freed. Right? Yeah, she could have freed more if they knew they were slaves. Now, if they had slaves back in those days who didn't know they were slaves, can you imagine now, without the chains and the whips and the plantations, right? Without the Jim Crow laws, can you imagine how many of us think we not slaves? Yeah, brother, I think that's the case. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the case. Because, see, now we're talking about freedom. Now we understand in freedom. See, you can't be free if you're not willing to risk it all. See, you can never be financially free if you're not willing to risk it all. Scared money don't make money. See, financial freedom. It's all the same thing, brothers. It's all the same thing. See, we hold on to a dollar too tight. Some of you right here will watch 10 and 15 streams a week. Different streams. Right? But when it comes to going to DarrellMuhammad.net, hitting book, Sabrina, and hitting more tab and hitting the book list and buying a book for $5, you know, now we don't do that as quick as we get on these 10 streams a week. Right? Facebook group. You're part of 300 Facebook groups. Come on, brothers and sisters. The most valuable commodity we have is time. Hold on to your time and let that dollar go. Hold on to your time and let that dollar go. We hold on to a dollar, squeeze the hell out of a dollar, and just waste all our time. You got to be willing to jump out of the plane. Yeah, absolutely. And you got to do it over and over again. And if you die and crash, so what? You didn't live a life of a slave, being afraid. Right? There's an old saying that my mother, and I'll end with this, unless you guys have some questions. Remember my mom, my dad, my mom, she, you know, at least you died trying. Exactly. See, you can't fault a man for trying, my mom used to say. And I thought about it. You can't fault, F-A-U-L-T, you can't fault a man for trying. So therefore, you can fault a man for not trying. See, so it's not if you win or lose. It's not if you make it or not. It's not if you're successful or not. That's not the first step. That's not the first level of understanding. That's not the first level of accomplishment. That's not the first level of success. The first level of success is understanding that you have to try. You have to put forth the effort, right? And you can't fault a man for trying. So, but it happens in this society, right? We fault each other for trying and we made a mistake. See, when we criticize black businesses, we fault them. Expect failure as a lesson and moron. Yeah, absolutely. See, so we fault our poor black businesses, but they're trying. We the customer, we ain't in business. We not even trying. That's the ones that can be held at fault, is the ones that don't try. Because at some point in our lives, we've all wanted something more than what we have. Now that spirit might have got killed, right? We might allow it to die, right? But the bottom line, God gives everybody a desire to want more. That means do better. That means progress as a human being. That's just nature in people. That's part of human nature, unless the devil came and killed it in you and I, which he has done. All right, so any questions real quick? Let's rapid fire. Let's ask some questions. Boom, boom, boom. Go to DarrellMuhammad.net, subscribe, and then we're going to have at the end of the month, the last Saturday of the month, we're going to have another meet and greet. So you all can meet each other, I can meet you, and we can make some connections. Because, you know, this is not about me. It's not about me. It's not about just us just being another live stream where people just come on and, you know, and knock out the trolls and, you know, and just put our 2 cents in. But when it comes down to putting the dollars where they count, we absent. Talking about these of us on the stream. All right, any questions? Freedom Friday. Any questions? All right. So thank you so very much, brothers and sisters. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. Congratulations. DarrellMuhammad.net. I need for everybody on this stream right now, before you leave, swipe and follow here on Periscope, and then go to DarrellMuhammad.net and subscribe. Thoughts on mutual funds. I don't like the stock market. It's rigged, but something is better than nothing. That can be your entry point to a better way. Mutual funds might work if you got 50 years to invest $50. Mutual funds might work if you're watching it. Not the stockbroker, but you're watching it. Right? But I don't believe in the stock market. The stock market is not for the little man. Stock market is for the big boys. They just make money off the little man. Real estate and gold, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. Real estate. Go to my website, DarrellMuhammad.net. Click on that banner right there. You'll get some free training. All right? You get some free training. Read, go to Darrell Muhammad, go to More and Book List, and purchase Second Chance by Robert Kiyosaki. Second Chance by Robert Kiyosaki. We're going to start a book club here in the next few days, brothers and sisters. All right? We're going to do that because you all need to buy these books, and you need to buy them from me. Right? You need to buy them from me. DarrellMuhammad.net. Click on More and Book List. The book club is going to be only for those who buy the book from me. If you have, I got the book already. Good. Buy it from me and give it away. See, we got to start giving away books. If you know how you know when you start buying a lot of books? I'm talking about a lot of books. Here's a good indication. I'll leave you with this. You know you start buying a lot of books when you look up and you end up having 2 of the same books. Right? If that doesn't happen at all or any kind of frequencies, then it's the only indication of where you are. Real estate, wholesaling, or flipping houses, which one is better to invest in? Wholesaling. Everybody should start in wholesaling. Wholesaling, no risk, no money, no job, no dollars, no credit. This is mandatory reading. Robert K. I buy from you and from this point on. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely, brothers and sisters. Definitely. You know, this economy is going to crash. It's going to crash big time. It's going to crash big time. I can tell you on my phone right now, I got a notification. Grant Cardone is doing a program on his TV network on the collapse of the dollar. See, they're letting their people know. And those that are listening, because anybody can listen. Right? Anybody can listen. But people out there trying to tell us, trying to tell you, trying to tell I, but we too busy involved in other stuff. We too busy not understanding how this game is played. Right? How this game is played. Well, we better get officers. If the Titanic is going down, then we need to get our little raft, our little life preservers in our raft boat on. Right? On. We need to get. Where's our raft boat? What is our raft? What is you describe investing on your site? Do everything. Just go to the site. Just go to the site. All right. So yeah, this thing is going down, brothers and sisters, and we want to, and to the extent that we're unprepared, and we need some more time. But we need to hurry up and get prepared, because God is not going to wait for us, because we'll hold it up and it'll never happen. All right. Honorable Elijah Muhammad published The Fall of America. Yes, that's it. Absolutely. Fall of America. Published it in the 70s. But if it take Grant Cardone to tell us, then that's fine. God don't care. He used everybody. He used everybody for his benefit. He even uses the devil to do his work for him. All right. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, this is Friday, so we won't see you until Monday. We might come on Saturday or Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get more into this branding stuff. I'm trying to follow my mentors and my teachers, Grant Cardone and Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Every day, all day, Snapchat. I mean, that's what they do for a living, and I understand that. But hey, you know, whatever it takes, right? Financial freedom, whatever it takes. And you have to be all in, brothers and sisters. You never get free with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Never be free. Jesus asked his disciples and the people that were there, how long will you halt between 2 decisions? I'd rather for you to be hot or cold than lukewarm. Because Jesus knew there's no such thing as lukewarm. It doesn't exist, only in the mind of those who are lukewarm. All right, so we'll see you Monday, all right, for another episode of The Money Game. Thank you very much. Just go out and make the difference that you're looking for in the black community. Hashtag black dollars, hashtag black wealth, hashtag black economy. Meet me over there. Thank you. Meet me over there at Darrell Muhammad. because I'm gonna start just doing a whole lot of stuff on it. Oh, Ty Lopez. I'm watching Ty Lopez too. I'm watching Ty Lopez. See, you got to be a student, brothers and sisters. If you're trying to talk more than you're trying to learn, then that's the problem. See you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community, and that includes the Latino community. For those who know that the Latino community is our community as well. And if the black and brown can get together, it's a wrap. All right? So, at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community deserves your very best. All right, brothers and sisters, take care. We'll see you, God willing, Monday. Peace.